Hey everybody, Daniel Fusco here. Welcome to today's 2-minute message. I always encourage people to read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, the whole thing. But people often say, well, how should I read the Bible? Should I read a whole book? Should I read a chapter? Should I read one verse? I just drop the Bible open and stick my finger in and read that? What should I do? And this is what I always say, whatever you think you're supposed to do. Depending on where you're going and how you're trying to get there, you see things different way. I like to say, if you want to go coast to coast, right? You take an airplane, right? And you're flying at 30,000 feet. If you want to get from two different counties, you might take a car and maybe you're going to drive at 50 miles an hour. You look at it differently. If you want to take a leisurely bike ride, you go slower. You can't maybe go as far unless you're a crazy cyclist or whatever. And you get a different view. And obviously, if you're strolling around your neighborhood, you go different. And all of those are valid ways to get from point A to point B. So I always encourage people to read it. And I think the best way to read the Bible is the way that you're reading it. So I encourage people, I like to read verse by verse, chapter by chapter, book by book through the Bible. I want to read all of it. But there are some times I'm just soaking in one section, and there are other times where I'm just writing down a verse and I want to memorize one verse so that verse gets in my heart. And so I really want to encourage you, just every single day, be in the Word of God. Why? Jesus said, quoting the book of Deuteronomy, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. What that means is the Bible is your spiritual nourishment, and you need to be nourished every single day. So I want you to simply respond to that. If you're not reading the Bible yet, you need to start. And if you are, what is something God's been speaking to you from His Word? I want you to put them in the comments so that we can be edified, built up together by the things that God is speaking to each one of us. And don't forget, share this with your friends. We want them to be involved in this too. And until next time, may God bless you.